Hey, I just watched White Noise, Noah Baumbach's movie with Kylo Ren and Greta Gerwig and other people, based on the Don DeLeo novel, set in 1984 America, a very Don DeLeo 1984 America, using much of what I would say is kind of like 70s film language in its opener. Altman through kind of Spielberg of a toxic, airborne toxic event that happens in a world where Hitler's study professor Kylo Ren is obsessed with death, with afraid of dying. He and his wife Greta Gerwig, Babette, oh, the sexy, sensuous Babette, um, talk about which one of them is going to die first and how much of a gaping gulf abyss it would open up if the other was to die, which you kind of start realizing, yeah, they're both just really afraid of death. And she's taking a pill, which is finally Dilar, which finally turns out is maybe would help you with the fear of death. It doesn't stop you from dying. It maybe just stops your fear of death, but it doesn't work for her. I don't really ever find out if it particularly works for him. She sleeps with some guy to get the drug, wearing a ski mask. Um, they definitely, yeah, they use the overlapping dialogue to really kind of both compress, but also to kind of just give you that general sense of everything is happening all at once and it's all kind of blurring together into kind of one overwhelming wave that is crashing over you. It gets sleepy by the end, it gets kind of somnolent, or I did. I can't tell which. I put my head in Shaw's lap for some of it, and subtitles went by quite quickly. Oh, the parts that were subtitled. And the German doctor as they're treating them for their gunshot wounds. And I don't know. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I have no fucking clue about this movie. It's not one of those movies that you have a clue about, but it was engaging while I watched it, and was definitely trying to use the language of cinema in combination with what I would consider is probably the absurdist non sequitur language of Don DeLeo to kind of make this unfilmable novel into a film, which they filmed something. I don't know if they quite captured a whole cohesive thing or something that's going to vibrate like the novel has had, definitely for at least a good while, did vibrate with the deluge, which is modern life, and the all the imagery of advertising and products that we kind of use to try and shield ourselves from the harsh realities of our finite existence. I don't know if it gets that. The final end, the final end sequence over the credits is in a grocery store of everyone buying everything, of plastic bags flopping up into the air, of people holding up items, product, things that they worship that will maybe rescue them from the meaningless and brief flare of existence and then the endless abyss of nothing. But, you know, is pretty hollow that way. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.